Avengers Infinity War, the trailer just dropped today.
Yes, so we watched it so many times. Seeing the Avengers take on Thanos and the Black Order is amazing.
Yeah.
This is how you do a team up, baby.
There are no words to describe how epic the first part of Crisis on Earth X was.
Better than all the other episodes of Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow.
All the superheroes from all the shows are just in one place. It's so amazing.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ here with my bro Jama.
What's good?
And his Beard of Bears.
Kind of cool.
Bringing our Justice Clubhouse Podcast, Season 3, Episode 5, and we're starting off with Supergirl. This episode was titled, For Good.
Yeah.
Roll the clip. This week on Supergirl, Kara awakens from a nightmare of Rain destroying the world with the cohorts. She heads to DEO where Wynn, Manel, and John try to find out the identity of the other world killers. After exchanging heated words with Lena and James, Morgan Edge gets into his car which begins to drive itself. He escapes just before it crashes and explodes. He goes to Catco and accuses Lena for trying to kill him. Lena is poisoned after drinking tainted coffee. James catches up to her assailant. Before he can interrogate him, he is shot. Kara brings Lena to DEO and saves her with Alex's help. Back at Catco, Lena comes to and finds out that her mother killed her assailant. Lillian asks Lena to work with her and promises to kill Edge. At L Corp, Alex runs an MRI scan on Samantha. They find nothing wrong with her, but take a blood sample to be sent to an expert. They go to Catco and tell Kara and Lena what is going on with her. They all promise Samantha that they will look after her and Ruby. Lena tells Kara about her mother's plan, so they go to party at Edge's house to save him. Once there, Lena gets him to confess about his attempted murder on her, and Lillian attacks using Alexa's war suit. Manal helps Kara battle her. They defeat Lillian after Wynn hacks the drone, which Manal uses against her. Lillian and Edge are arrested. Samantha's blood work shows nothing wrong with her, but she thinks otherwise. Wynn identifies suspected world killers, and Kara recognizes one of them from her dream. Now back to the Justice Clubhouse Podcast. One sentence.
The Lexosuit.
Yes. That's all I can say. Manel,
dude.
Kara, team up versus Lexosuit. That's
that
awesome.
was the highlight of this episode.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I guess we could just get into the gripe, and that is probably their biggest gripe, right?
Yeah,
That
I mentioned it on our Stardust. If you guys haven't checked it out, go
Please
check out our Stardust.
check it out
at
right now.
Justice Clubhouse.
HAUS.
Yes. But yeah, I mentioned that it is very drama-centric.
Yeah.
A lot more than I anticipated.
The only one that was like really like meaningful. I mean, you know, I like that Alex and Kara
they're all
and
pretty
Lena
meaningful because they still
Samantha.
drove story.
Yeah, they did.
You know,
but
but it's just a lot more than I guess a lot more than I could handle for a superhero show.
yeah. The one that was I'm saying like out of all of them, it was
Yeah.
probably the one with Jean talking to her, saying like she's the beacon of hope for
Okay, yeah,
everybody.
I
That was pretty
understand that.
awesome.
I like that. Those heart to hearts, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
are yeah, I like those.
And then the scene with them at the end where they're like, we're going to help you get through this, Samantha, Kara, Lena, and Alex. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Sadly, we did not get to see some of the characters this week either. I would want to see Brainy and Imra and Ruby, but we didn't get any of those three this week.
They at?
We didn't even get John on the action. They're really holding him back.
Yeah.
As of late, it kind of sucks, but they did bring back Guardian, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of him out of the action, real quick, I saw set photos of him and Manel.
Oh yeah,
he was suited up. So
like in his suit, or like in his Legion suit.
Yeah, his Legion suit, but Martian Manhunter is with him. So hopefully, when the show comes back, there's gonna be
I know that's another gripe. That it's next week is the last episode until April. Episode. It's not racist because we're Asian, but
we are.
It's not coming back until mid-April, I think.
Yeah, that's
April 18th.
Yeah, you mentioned to me like at the end of the thing, you know, the announcer, he's like, tune in next week of Supergirl.
Comes back April. He said it very quickly. The announcer. It was funny. But yeah, this episode was it wasn't the best. It had its moments, like we said, like the fight scene between Manel and Kara versus the Lexosuit. That was freaking awesome. And seeing Lillian suit up in that was pretty badass.
That was super unexpected, yo.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
When you see her drone just kind of like go towards the back of her and just open up, you're like, oh, Lexosuit.
Yeah.
That's the Lexosuit.
Yeah.
That was so badass. And Manel flying around with his flight ring. That was awesome.
Yeah.
True. And it was that scene would have been even cooler with like Brainy and Imra, but we don't even know what the hell they were this episode. They never even mentioned
them. She didn't
them.
get injured last week, did she? Only
she
from
did.
Psy.
she did get hurt. I think she needed that time to.
Okay.
Maybe that's why she couldn't help them in that
maybe
final fight.
Brainy was
Healing her.
yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. But yeah, then you got Win figuring out who or the potential world killers. That dude's smart as hell.
Yeah.
He doesn't even need the scientific brain of a what do you call it, 12th level intellect?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Brainiac?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Edge is such a cool character. He's kind of picked up where Maxwell Lord left off in the first season.
For sure.
And they kind of wrote him so that way when he comes back, he's gonna be that gang boss that everyone knows from the comics. So it's gonna be pretty awesome. You could introduce some characters, but that's left for theories. Lena, she had a pretty interesting arc here. They fixed her accent after freaking 12 episodes in.
I felt like it almost slipped a few times, but she caught herself.
It was a little better this time around. And the thing with her and James is like so, I don't know, it's just I'm glad that he's got somebody, you know, but it's just, it feels like they just kind of smushed that in this episode. Right?
I don't know. It seems to me like they're more of friends than anything.
Yeah.
I don't see like a connection. But whatever. It's okay.
And like that was so like cliche. The whole like stay away from her.
Guardian.
Guardian. Yeah. Like how did Adrian not see through that? But Guardian is awesome. So
he called him Agent. That's his real name, man. You mean Morgan Edge?
Oh, Morgan Edge. Oh, sorry. I'm mixing real life and this superhero world. But is there anything else you enjoyed about the episode or disliked or?
I think you mentioned all of it. That coffee scene when he chased the dude, that was dope. Like, and when she got poisoned, that was dope.
He did like that freaking...
Sorry, not the poisoning part of her. I meant when Jimmy ran after the guy that poisoned her.
He just freaking football tackled that dude. That was crazy.
That was amazing.
You could hear the hit, too. It was like, boom.
That was amazing.
And then that dude got taken out by a disintegrating bullet.
Yeah.
And seeing him rough up Edge was pretty cool.
Yeah. Like he held him over the edge of the...
And then he threw him on the car.
Yeah.
That was pretty badass. And the fight scenes with Manal and Kara, that was obviously just really cool. Like, keep mentioning that, but seeing them fly around and absolutely owning Lillian, was awesome. And then Manal used the drone that Wynn took over.
That
was awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Anything else?
I'm looking at my notes.
Handy dandy notebook.
Dude, you mentioned everything. Pretty much.
And Lillian's, we know that she's gonna get out.
Yes. Sorry.
I just made a face. I was like, yeah.
I caused an awkward silence. But yeah, she definitely that little laugh of hers is so cynical.
She's like, when I get out.
It's like she knows. She's just like
she's like, you remember Mattel from last year?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get what's his name, Dean Cain, to break me out.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen him since the
last season.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go into Easter eggs?
Sure.
All right, Easter eggs.
Wins like these are not the drones you're looking for.
Nice.
I like that reference.
Manal mentioned that Zod battles the Legion again.
Yeah, and then Wynn's like, that's the future. Sorry, I shouldn't say it.
It's so
awesome. He told him about what happens. Like, he went in depth.
Kind of, sort of.
To Manal.
Maybe he can say certain things, just not everything. Yeah. Like, things that are, like
events that happen, not how
for sure, yeah.
Not how it ends.
Yeah.
Fudge, these headphones keep falling off, dude. What the fudge?
It's okay.
And I just showed my hairy armpits. What the fuck? It's okay. I'm a hairy dude.
They mention a character named Veronique, and in the world's finest comic with Batman and Superman, she was a supporting character. They said that she owned a restaurant here that Adrian was visiting, or he ran into Lena and Jim's. Yeah. They mentioned Maxwell Lord again. They mentioned Medea. That's funny.
Yeah.
They mentioned Computo, who is a Legion of Superheroes.
Oh shoot! Did they?
villain. Yeah, Monel said that he and Brainy took him down. And it's funny because Brainiac 5 created him in the comics.
Huh.
So that's a future that we got to look forward to. That's going to be awesome. They mentioned Maldorians, which we saw in the second season.
Yeah.
They mentioned the Kaluan, which is what Brainiac is.
Yeah.
Mentioned Forians that we've seen before. And two names were mentioned. Actually, no, 4 names were mentioned, but I picked up 3. One was Andrea Torres, Sarah Maines, and Julia Freeman.
Yeah, and then there's another. I didn't even catch all those names.
Yeah, I couldn't see it at the end there.
Yeah.
And Julia Freeman is the other world killer.
Mm-hmm.
So
Purity.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last one is Pastilan.
Pastilan.
Any other Easter eggs?
This wasn't really an Easter egg, but the Lexosuit kind of reminded me of is it Samus from Metroid, and what's his name, Master Chief. Like if you combine both of those characters, you get the Lexosuit. I don't know. It just
the helmet. The helmet. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I see it. That's cool. I think Berlanti is a very in tune with the geekdom.
True.
All across the board, whether it be superheroes, video games, stuff like that, he just kind of puts it in there.
Yeah.
Pop culture fiend.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's shit. Yeah.
All right. So we're about to go into the previews for next week, which is gonna kind of be the
the double mid season finale.
We're gonna do the mids and the post and the post and the post.
Always the post, bro.
Next episode is called Both Sides Now, and that's episode number 55. Synopsis. Hopefully, I don't go cross-eyed here. Yes, Chriselle Marshall as Julia. I said Julian. Sorry, Julia Freeman. Purity.
Enough.
The DEO captures a second world killer, Purity. Supergirl and Alex use very different methods of interrogation with Purity in hopes of finding out how to defeat Rain. However, Purity escapes and attacks the city's subway tunnels. Meanwhile, Jean, Wynn, and Monel band together to fix the Legion ship. Yeah. Why is it those three fixing the Legion ship and not Brainy?
I don't know. He's helping cure Emra.
What's going on? And where's Brainy? And what is going on?
So many Office references.
I don't even know what to... Well, we know Monel's probably going to stay and get his suit, and Emra's probably going to die.
What the fudge? I put these on for 1 second and they're like fogged up. I can never wear
sweating.
Yeah. I'm sweating.
And Emra's gonna die. What else?
You think so? I don't.
Jimmy, or if not, maybe. Jimmy's gonna die, and then Wynn becomes a vigilante next season.
To die.
What else is there? Because look, there's an episode that's coming back after that. It's called "Shot Through the Heart."
And you're so vain.
Bon Jovi.
And you give love
a bad name. What else is there that we theorized about before? We still need to see the... Well, we're going to be getting that one. Yeah. Is there only supposed to be 3 world killers? I thought there's supposed to be more of them.
There's multiple.
Oh, okay. So maybe those other ones that they saw.
I'll look.
And this one, in the previews, Purity had like this like sonic cry.
Yeah.
So that's going to be so dope. She's kind of like her... what Siobhan was in the first season, Silver Banshee.
Yeah.
What else is there? What's gonna happen?
What the fuck?
Yes. Samantha. She said she might have to leave. I think she's gonna figure out and maybe she tries to control it or something like that, or something. Or if they can't extract that beast out of, or maybe they do the Smallville thing where they try to extract it using Imra and what do you call that?
Psy.
Yeah, but it doesn't work, and then somebody ends up dying, and that person might be. That's funny. That would be crazy if that duality is if Jimmy died then, because in Smallville Jimmy died.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Right?
Yeah, true.
That would be
true.
Poetic, like crazy poetic,
and a good reference. Yeah. Also, send off also a reference to Smallville.
That'd be. Yeah. I don't want to say that'd be dope because that'd be really sad, but
yeah.
You know, it would push some stories forward.
Mm-hmm.
They could always put that thing that Imra and Manel have in their system into Brainy.
Yeah.
Give him that knowledge so he could go back. And I don't know, maybe Manel staying opens up another storyline.
Yeah.
And another villain. And if we don't see these other girls that were listed as world killers, they could be villains for next season too.
Yeah. True.
And then Ruby, she was born from Samantha, so she might be like the Superboy kind of character on the show for Kara to like mentor.
Yeah.
Something different. It'd be very cool because she's sort of like a hybrid, so that, you know, she might be super OP or whatever.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any other theories?
This isn't really a theory, but this is like going back to the episode. Because there's so much drama, I kind of wish the end would have like flipped, like they did a whole 180 when like Samantha and them were talking.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, you're clear. Like there's no tumor. There's nothing wrong with you." And she's just like, "I still feel like there's something up. Like there's something that I don't know."
Yeah.
Which I'm about to find out. I wish that they just like flipped the switch and went dark like how the mid-season finale ended, and she just like stares at Kara and then her eyes turn red, and then, I just wish like that would have been crazy epic writing because that whole Lexosuit with Lillian, that was unexpected. So why not do 2 of those in an episode and then kind of build up the hype?
That would be dope.
You know,
except
it's
without the cringy that happened when she first came.
I think this is the first time.
And she kind of foreshadowed that she's gonna have to leave Ruby anyways, whether she perishes or she leaves to protect her daughter.
Yeah,
it's something.
Yeah,
at least they know that she can trust Alex and Kara and Lena to watch over her kid.
Yeah,
true. And it's only a matter of time before Lena flips a switch, because I feel like she's kind of getting there. Like her mom pushed her kind of, and she kind of proved that she's still kind of fiend, like her mom said,
for killing people.
Yeah, or getting your hands dirty. But Lena's just there. But she needs a little push. So that'll be like the Lex Clark rivalry at some point.
Yeah,
and then we also have the Zod thing to look forward to at seasons down the line.
So is Superman coming back on the show?
Oh, I would hope so. Tyler Hoechlin has said
you can't have Zod on the show without having...
Yeah, that's his villain.
You just can't.
That'd be cool if they had like Power Girl or something like that on the show.
Yeah, that'd
start
be cool.
Introducing people like that. Start introducing time displaced villains like, I don't know, the anti-monitors.
Yeah,
but those are
Manel's in the future.
Yeah,
maybe that's what it could do. Like the fact that Manel stays, it opens up the storylines for that.
Time Trapper. We're still gonna throw that out there. Boom.
Maybe that's It's just like he's just like,
you
too many people are messing up the timeline.
I'm gonna combine these Earths.
Yeah.
Anything else? No. What do you rate this episode?
In all honesty, I was about to give this a 3 out of 5, and that's like the harshest. I know that would have been the harshest rating ever on any show, or actually on any show I've ever rated.
Be honest.
Yeah,
it's okay. Be honest.
I'll give this a 4 because of the whole Lexosuit and the action. You know, it kind of surprised me.
He's being nice.
Yeah. No, honestly, it actually overpowered all those dramatic scenes. I was about to say those drama scenes. Yeah, those dramatic scenes. But yeah, 4 out of 5.
That's still not bad. That's a B.
Yeah.
I give this a 10 destroyed Lex bots out of 10. I like that. I don't care. As long as I get to see a superhero show every week, that's really what matters.
Yeah.
To me, and I'm biased. I'm wearing the House of L symbol on my chest right now. So perfect rating for me.
For hope.
Yeah. Actually, this isn't S for super. Yeah, I just want to see more of the Legion and to see this fight with Rain escalate, because she's a pretty OP villain. So
yeah,
it's going to be interesting, and to see a little bit of loss in this season, so that way moving on things matter even more. Yeah. And John, please get him in with the action more.
Yeah,
please.
he's going to.
Anything else? Final thoughts?
I thought it was
a solid episode.
It's alright. It went from a meh Captain, it's all right because of that whole ending scene.
All right. So with that being said, we'll see you guys on The Flash. This week on The Flash, Cecile develops telepathic abilities as a result of her pregnancy, combined with the dormant dark matter in her cells, which Caitlin assures her will be temporary. Iron Heights, Barry continues to use his powers to keep the peace. Barry learns that Big Sur was framed and decides to have Team Flash prove his innocence. After an R&D lab seemingly vanishes out of thin air, Cisco, Joe, and Cecile investigate. Joe, Cisco, and Ralph take on Silbert Rundine, a meta with the ability to shrink into large objects. After a struggle with the three, he proceeds to shrink Cisco and Ralph. Harry tries to re-enlarge them with a modified Speed Force bazooka, but accidentally causes her to destabilize. Caitlin determines that if they aren't re-enlarged with a certain period of time, they will go nuclear. Caitlin stays at Star Labs while Harry, Iris, Cisco, and Ralph confront Rundine at a warehouse. Harry tricks them into re-enlarging Ralph and Cisco, whereupon they arrest Rundine. In prison, Barry learns that Big Sur wishes to one day return to a Chinese village called Jaiju, but fears that he will never get there. Barry calls Joe for advice, and Joe tells him that he'll always run into walls, so he needs to figure out a way around them. Barry uses his speed to take Big Sur to Jaiju, fulfilling his dream. Back in prison, Barry is confronted by Wolf, who reveals footage of him using powers to break Big Sur out. Barry is sedated by Wolf, who intends to sell him to Amunet. Now back to the Justice Clubhouse Podcast. Alright, so that episode of The Flash was titled Honey, I Shrunk Team Flash. One sentence.
Cecile the telepath.
Yeah. And Tiny, Ralph, and Cisco have an adventure in Lego Town. First things first, they definitely watch our Lego speed shows. We've been doing this since how long?
We're not going to try to boast, but
yeah,
hopefully they watch it.
We've been doing this since...
I wonder if they do.
Yeah, we did this since the first season of Supergirl, and towards like the
I can't
second season of The Flash, I think. And so they have had time, and they actually implemented the whole Lego thing
set
once Savitar came along. So
that's true.
This is pretty cool. Like that, we actually get to see it a little bit more up in person, and like the banter between Ralph.
It's used so perfectly.
Yeah,
that's
the banter between Ralph and Cisco and Harry and Iris and Caitlin. That was just so funny, especially considering the fact that they're trying to help Barry. And I like how Harry's like, we haven't been able to do anything for him. We actually have to do this for him. So it's like, he's feeling it now, because like they're kind of like stagnant in their kind of their mission doing. They haven't been able to make any leads on trying to prove his innocence. So Harry's like, we need to do one thing for Barry. And I guess it's pretty cool to see him not scold the Flash this once and actually wanting to have to save him. Yeah. Let's talk about the villain. The villain is pretty cool.
Yeah. Silbert.
He got a funny name. And it was spelled really, really weird. Yeah. At first I thought he was using a shrinking ray, but he was actually, he emits a beam from his hand.
Kind of like how Cisco.
Yeah,
that's vibes.
It's awesome. It's golden, and he shrunk the building, and I don't mean to
multiple
mix stuff.
things like a missile.
Yeah, everything like
cars. Anything that he wants, he'll just shrink, and then
he sells them once he needs money. That I mean, hey, I'm not gonna say that we would ever do that, but I'd definitely probably do that if I could. I would steal from bad people, that's for sure. Yeah, and seeing Barry's like friendship with Big Sur was really cool.
Yeah.
He really pulled out all the stops to help him and get him to feel hope again.
That's the biggest thing, hope.
And I felt so bad, like, for a second when Barry's like, yo, I kind of led you on, and then stuff didn't pan out the right way. And then
you're stupid, doo-doo face. You just see Kevin walk up right behind Big Sur.
I love that.
Yeah.
And
The Office is amazing.
Yeah. And then Big Sur's just like, no, you didn't. You tried to help, and you reignited that hope within me. And that was pretty cool.
For sure.
And we'll talk about that ending there in a little bit. But what else did you enjoy about the episode?
You mentioned...
gripes. One gripe is that they're really throwing Iris like in the middle of everything now. I like the scenes where she was like figuring stuff out, because that's like her reporter thing. But then seeing her shoot the boot was like, why?
Yeah. Okay, I don't have a side for that scene, because yes, she has more of a role, but at the same time, if you think about it, I'm just looking at it as on the positive side, that she only did one thing there. You know?
Yeah, but that thing made sense. Like the one thing to find out, like the connection between Silbert and the framing. That was perfect because she's a journalist. She's supposed to investigate.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like the literal scene where they had, like, she shot him.
Yeah, that's, that's why.
Why?
And also the conversation between her and Cecile, that, like, stuff like that. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I really wanted to see Cisco and Ralph take on the bad guy this time.
Yeah.
Because they spent so much time being tiny.
Yeah.
And
but they are the comic reliefs of the show, so it's I kind of liked seeing that. You know?
Seeing Caitlin or like Cecile freak out when she saw Cisco.
And then
she's like, what is that?
Iris stepping on Ralph.
She's like,
I think I just. She's like, who dropped gum on the floor that didn't clean it up? And he's like, ow.
He said something. I forgot what he said. He's like, I'm
gumshoe or something.
Yeah, he's like, I'm supposed to be gumshoe, not gum on a shoe. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And seeing Cecile too, like, it was funny to see her kind of have fun with her powers.
Like, I thought it would have been cheesy in a bad way, but it's actually pretty fun. It's wacky.
Yeah.
But it did fit with this episode.
The chemistry between her and Joe is so funny. Like, that's how it feels when things are awkward in real life.
Yes.
And he embodied that so perfectly. It's like, it's kind of like how Wally, when he found out that Jessie had her powers, but he didn't, and it was like kind of awkward like that.
Yeah.
Sort of like that for Joe, but he just doesn't want anything to do with having abilities. So, anything else?
Dude, I'm gonna look at my handy dandy phone book. Oh, and I closed my notes. No, I don't think. Oh yeah, the card scene. That was dope.
Well, with Bellows and
Big Sir, and then the dude
guy
that
they
shot
in the ass. He shot. So the first time we saw that guy, he tried to hold up Barry.
Yeah,
and then Barry's
Ralph.
like, no, the very first time. He's
time?
like,
okay.
I was going to mug you. And Barry's like, I can't believe you just picked me. Out of all the people in the city, you picked me. And then he left him with the cop. And then the second time he got shot in the ass with Ralph. But
very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that scene was awesome.
That was pretty dope. I like seeing stuff like that where they get to showcase his powers.
Yes.
Even if it's like a simple scene like that. I know it's not simple, but like the whole scenario is
the choreography is so good on those slow-mos. And we've been pushing for those ever since we started these podcasts. We kept saying in them, more slow-mo scenes. If they can't do the super speed stuff where, like, obviously they have to use a green screen, what do you call that?
They have
treadmill
to do
and stuff like that.
A lot of layering.
Yeah.
When it comes to special effects.
That is perfect. That is like old school Smallville type stuff where he would just, everything's slow motion. And that's the way it should be.
Yeah, for sure.
So, do we miss anything before we get to the ending there?
No. Oh, that meta chamber, yo. That's whoa. This guy Wolf is wow.
It's crazy. So before getting to that part, Barry broke Big Sir out of jail and brought him to his like dream destination.
Yep.
And that was all sparked from like Joe was like, once you see a wall, you have to find a way to get through it. And Barry's like, duh, this guy's a good guy. I'm just gonna bring him to the place on Earth where they won't find him.
Yeah.
And
but there's always another wall that you run into.
Yeah.
Always.
That was pretty awesome though. Like how he's just another person to add to the list that knows the Flash's identity.
Yeah.
But I like how they did that. That was like perfect.
Yeah.
And
sorry, in the comics does he have powers? Or is he even
he's
in
just
the comics?
super strong in the comics.
Strong.
Like he's not like superhuman strong, but he's really strong for a human, and he's like dumb, and he's just like one of those like those lackeys, kind of like
do you think he's ever gonna come back?
Blockbuster. Maybe.
Because I know he's
I'd like him too. What's his name? The Cody Rhodes guy showed up on Arrow twice. So
Stardust?
Yeah.
Speaking of Stardust, go check us out on Stardust, the app, at Justice Clubhouse.
Get the live reactions right after the episodes.
So you can see us talk more about Stardust and other WWE stars. But yeah, I hope that they bring him back.
Yeah, he's really good, actually. His acting is pretty good.
Because that would be cool if that's like one of the pieces that kind of alters their situation, you know?
Yeah.
What if him coming back to help Barry, because you said that's he knows who
he is. Yeah.
So that'd be cool if that kind of foils one of the The boss.
The boss plan.
The boss plan. The boss plan. Yeah, hopefully that happens. I don't know. That's just a quick theory.
I like him. He should come back. But he should enjoy his life for now.
Yeah.
Anything else? Bury in that chamber, and that's where we leave off. And then what's his name? Wolf is like, he calls Amunet. He's like, I got a bunch of metas here for you to pick up.
Spaghetti-o.
Now, Easter eggs, I guess we could get
called
into.
her Amunet? Don't you mean, what's her name? Blacksmith?
Yeah, Blacksmith, yeah. I just said he called up Amunet.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't catch what you just said. It just like flew right past me.
Anything else?
No.
Easter eggs.
Sorry, you said that like 10 times in like 1 minute.
Sorry.
It's
Easter
okay.
eggs?
I didn't catch
Bulbasaur.
yeah, Shawshank. That's
Yeah.
awesome that she's like 1, 3, 24, Bulbasaur.
Back
He's
to
like,
3.
what? He's like, what? What's a Bulbasaur?
It's like, it's the cutest thing, that's why.
Yeah. Dwarf Star,
Yes.
Dwarf Star Alloy, stuff like that.
You mentioned he was an Atom villain.
Yeah,
he's more prominent for Ryan Choi, who we've heard of, we haven't seen yet. But we'll
And
probably
who is
see at
this
one
Ryan
point.
Choi?
He's the
if
second
you want
Atom.
to explain. Oh, okay.
He's Ray Palmer's protege.
Oh, okay. Dude, I need to sneeze right now. It's so bad. It's like right on the edge of erupting.
And also going into that, the whole shrinking stuff.
Yeah.
I like how they included that, because in the comics, when Ray Palmer shrinks with anybody or somebody with his abilities, they only have like an hour's worth of time before they explode, because their physiologies can't handle it.
Yeah.
Even people like Superman can't handle it. Only Ray Palmer.
Yeah.
And here they made it make sense on this universe, because Ray's got the nanobots, nanobots continuously like repairing his body. So I like how they put that in there.
Nice. But yeah, the Dwarf Star.
Yeah.
His mother is Lady Kronos.
Yeah.
And that's also a villain of the Atom. So it's pretty cool. I really hope that they, once they're finished with his storyline on the Flash, they could bring him over to Legends.
That'd be dope.
Cool, like,
I mean, he's alive.
Yeah, that'd be a cool little plot line that the Legends can use.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kid.
Mm-hmm.
Another reference. Title. Boom.
your hand wasn't showing. Shot.
Is there anything else?
I don't think so.
All right, so we're going to get into the previews of next week, and it looks like things are about to get even crazier, because Barry's getting closer to falling into DeVoe's plans.
Yeah, that dude, he said he figured out like what, thousands of ways to end Barry.
Millions and millions.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. There must be something, like there's usually at least some sort of computer error.
Yeah.
And this dude's like, he's literally like a living computer.
All they need to do is upload a virus. That's all they gotta do.
Corrupt his system.
Yes.
I see.
Or shock to the system. Pour some water on him.
just right on his head. Yeah, on his thinking cap. Yeah.
Yeah. So next episode is called True Colors. Like True Colors.
Okay. Thanks.
Cindy Lauper. And I know that's not her name. I just said it funny like that because that's how we hear it all the time growing up as Filipinos. So the synopsis for next week is: after hearing that Amunet has struck a deal to buy all the metahumans in Iron Heights, Barry must decide if he should expose his powers in order to save his cellmates. After a visit from an old friend, Ralph is reminded of his shady past and wonders if he's really a changed man. Ooh.
So were those other prisoners metas?
Yeah, those are the ones he caught.
Oh, okay.
I think what's gonna happen, it's
so like the bus meadows?
Yeah. Well, not all of them, but like some of them. We know that the Weeper, DeVoe has him. What's his name? Kilgore.
Yeah.
Is he alive or is
no.
I saw what's her name? Hazard there.
Oh,
she was
okay.
there. So
what about the Native American?
And her, yeah. I think she was there too. So
Bison, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
something Bison.
She got some crazy what
powers?
do you call it? Yeah.
She could turn anything inanimate to real life.
Dude, this is gonna be crazy. Guess going into theories, we're just gonna stick with the whole Godspeed being created out of all these test subjects thing, because there's another episode coming up that's called Test Subject 9. So, or it's called Subject 9, sorry.
Subject 9.
And Barry
see
might
the-
be Subject 9.
Sorry, I know this probably doesn't mean anything,
Okay.
but the Flash logo, when
Yeah.
it cut to commercial before the like final scenes,
Yeah.
it was silver, like with an outline of like a slight orangish. I don't know if it looked like that, but
We're
it
going to
kinda
say
did to me.
Godspeed is going to be made using the knowledge in Barry's brain.
Yeah,
So whoever takes that
because I know
form,
that's like also Wally West. His
Yeah.
suit, it's like a silver, but maybe they like turn Godspeed's suit silver instead. You know,
Well, yeah, I mean, they could do anything.
maybe it's like, I don't know. Like I have like this weird creativity, but what if they use the thinking cap as part of his like mask, like the new Flash?
That'd be dope. That would be so sick.
You know, like they alter the Thinker's suit. You know, when DeVoe was in it.
Yeah.
But they make it into like a speedster suit.
That would be dope. Because this is the thing. What if this is their redemption for Savitar? Like,
Oh, like the storyline.
yeah, they could
Yeah.
just have. Finally, they'll have somebody like that looks exactly like Barry. If they're not gonna introduce August. I still haven't learned Godspeed's full name yet, but August something.
August Rush.
Yeah,
just
we'll call him
call him
August.
August Rush.
Okay, so if they don't introduce August Rush, then they might introduce Barry's doppelganger or somebody that they're gonna freaking Dr. Frankenstein Barry using the
Yeah.
knowledge in his head, and then we still have to see where his daughter Dawn plays in.
Yeah.
Iris is
people
gonna
are saying
end up
that
suited up.
Yeah.
The
People are
thing-
giving her different names.
Yeah, people are just saying that because they see Iris suited
Yeah.
up, and
No, but
she's gonna
like,
have
this is-
temporary powers because
sorry.
of her babies.
But this is like separate from that, the whole Iris thing.
Yeah.
People are naming her not only Dawn Allen,
yeah,
they're naming her like
Nora.
or Iris. Like, well, it's not Junior because it's a female,
Iris
it's like
Maria.
Maria, yeah. There you go. That's the word.
That's such like a
Um,
Pinoy thing.
Yeah, they're giving her multiple names, but yeah, it's most likely Dawn.
That'd be dope.
Because
And
there's an
it looks like
upcoming
she might.
episode called "Pay It Forward, Lady," because she said
Yeah.
it last week.
When she
And-
paid it, there.
Yeah,
for the
so they're
drinks.
gonna introduce her most likely to the team.
Cool. I feel like she's
Yeah.
gonna take that Bart
Yeah,
storyline
for
and
sure.
she's gonna
Or
do the
maybe that's her
crash.
suit. That's her
Maybe.
suit. The silver that's in the Flash logo. The
Oh,
silver.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Because there is a hint of silver in their suits, so
No, but what
So-
if it's just a whole new rendition because she's from the future?
yeah.
And
Oh, yeah,
they take
yeah.
after
Bart's
like,
suit?
Bart's suit
Okay,
and also
yeah.
like
That'd be
the
dope.
Wally West. Yeah, from the comics. You
Or
know, the new
what-
52 version.
What if it's like just like a whole like crazy thing, and then we see Marcy Manos and
No, we're Marcy Manos, dude.
anything else as far as theories go?
As for theories,
We haven't seen Neil Salandis in like
Who?
the guy that plays the Thinker.
Oh,
And
Oh,
they
he's
said that they were
dead.
gonna see, yeah, but they said we're gonna see more of him, and all,
Oh,
we haven't
maybe-
seen Kim
maybe
Engelbrecht.
when he puts his when that dude puts the thinking cap on, he turns back into. I don't know. That's all how I see him coming back.
What if they kind of make him like into like the brain, and he's like in the stomach?
Oh,
It's like
ew.
going into Ninja Turtles territory. Remember that thing in the guy's stomach?
Yeah, and also in Young Justice, that the little
Yeah,
thing.
Monsieur, the monkey and the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Okay, we're just going all over the place with
Yeah.
this, but
Too many
those
theories,
are
bro.
those are some theories there. Like Godspeed will be introduced, and we're gonna be seeing Dawn Allen being introduced to her
Yeah.
at some point, and
And also
why
the li-
she's there.
And also that little theory that I had about Dwarf Star
Yeah.
going to Legends.
Oh, we still have to see how Wally gets on the Legends.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
There's gonna be an episode. I think the episode he leaves is when Jesse Quick returns.
That sucks.
So, and it's called like something Flash Time. Enter Flash Time.
Cool.
Any other theories you could drum up here?
I think that's good enough for this week.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's rate this one.
Ooh, okay. Sure. Dude, why am I thinking? I'm overthinking it. I'll give this a 5 out of 5 because it's different from like I usually like action. I'm more of the dude that's like, oh, just ground and pound, just like
Yeah.
straight up like continuous action. But this is funny. I also like comedy. So the fact that they added a lot more this episode with Cecile having the telepathy and Cisco and Ralph shrinking, that's definitely a 5 out of 5.
I'll go off of that and say walking in a little Legoland.
Yes. Hashtag Lego Speed Shows.
Yes. And final thoughts. This is a pretty awesome episode. I liked it.
Yeah, for sure.
The tininess really upped it up in the notch.
We're like 2 inches tall. I'm like Cisco size now.
He's like, aha, funny. And he tried to vibe. That was so funny.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just need more slow-mo scenes. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Thank you for putting
sure.
more than that in there.
Thank
we can't wait to see how this story pushes forward.
Thank you.
So with that being said, we'll see you guys in Black Lightning. This week on Black Lightning, the community of Freeland mourn Lawanda's death and plan to march against 100. Jefferson and Henderson try to convince Reverend Holt not to go through with it in fear that people may get hurt. Anisha continues to test the limits of her super strength and durability. She meets a woman named Grace Choi while researching genetic mutation. At dinner, Jefferson and Lynn have an awkward birds and beats conversation with Jennifer. This leads to Jefferson scaring her boyfriend Khalil. Tobias visits a woman named Lady Eve and learns about the march. He is instructed to cause a riot during it to instill fear into people. Gamby outfits Jefferson with new blasters for his suit, and they head to protect the marchers. Jefferson sees his family in the march and shields them all with an electric force field from Tobias's gunman. Another assailant manages to shoot Reverend Holt and Khalil, who are then rushed to the hospital. Once there, Jefferson and Lynn talk about working through their new family dynamic. Anissa tells Lynn that Chanel broke up with her, but the latter knows something else is the matter. The Pierces learn that Holt will be okay, while Khalil may never walk again due to the bullet hitting his spine. They embrace and comfort Jennifer. Gamble deletes CCTV footage of Tobias watching the march from afar for an unknown reason, though he is remorseful. Now back to the Justice Clubhouse Podcast. Alright, that episode of Black Lightning was called Lawanda, the Book of Burial. One sentence.
Thunder. Feel the thunder, pow, pow, pow. Lightning and the thunder.
You should have been like, boing.
Yeah, they should use that song for this show.
Yeah. I mean, I still like the theme song for it. I have absolutely no.
Yes.
I have no idea who sings it, but it's awesome. It fits it.
Yes.
But they should play that every time he uses his powers.
Yeah.
Thunder?
Or like when the family comes in, when they all like all three of them, lightning and the thunder. That'd be amazing.
I think it would get like corny after a while, though. It's like the Filipino dramas. They just play the song like every single scene. Something happens, they just play the theme song of the entire show for like a whole 10 minutes. Okay, yeah. For all you Filipinos out there, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, always.
But getting into this episode, this show is solid. It's getting into the drama stages, so it's kind of like expected, especially for a CW show. They really threw it all into those first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
First one was really, really good. The second one was a little bit more toned down. Yeah. And then this time around it was more about the family dynamic.
And also like the whole Lawanda.
Oh yeah.
You know, like the whole 100 gang versus their own community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just found it weird that they didn't really focus on that whole thing. Like they focused on the Lawanda situation for like 5 minutes, and then the rest of the episode was talking about sex and
in terms of like the times of the way it's placed,
because you get 5 minutes of Lawanda and then like 40 minutes of just the family. I mean, we like that sort of stuff.
Not 40 minutes. It's like probably like
30 minutes,
15 to 20.
Yeah, of just like family drama and build up, and the scenes between Lynn and Jefferson were really good. Yeah. And then the scenes, as cringy as it was to hear that conversation between him and his daughter, Jennifer. That was hilarious, and that goes on in every home.
Mm-hmm. And then the Khalil thing.
Yeah, that was funny. That was super fun. And the funniest thing is that kid has no filter on Riverdale, so it's kind of funny for him to get shut down on the show.
Yeah. Shut down, or you mean shot down?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Too soon. Too soon.
But yeah, like me going back to saying like the timestamps, like 15 to 20 minutes. I say that because the show's in its actual run is only like 40 something minutes.
Okay.
And then there's like 15 minutes of ads, or like close to 20 minutes of ads.
Yeah, I think I was saying like how it feels for me when I went down.
I get what you're saying.
Gamby is amazing in the show.
Yeah,
he makes
does everything.
He's gear. This is that shocking gear.
Yeah.
In their like prime or past their
I
prime.
was about to say in their infancy, but that's the total opposite.
And it was awesome. He got like these gauntlets so that he could control the amount of electricity he emits and blasts.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that was pretty dope. Tobias is really creeping me out. He's
yeah.
he's very menacing.
Very, dude.
We don't know
Like,
if he's got anything
he's
like
so like his voice is super booming
yeah.
and powerful, and then he just sounds so like subtle, and then
Yeah.
out of nowhere, bam!
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab you. You know, it's like I like what you're doing, but you gotta do it better.
We'll give it to that kid though. He was pretty tough. He didn't scream. He
Yeah.
just kind of winced at having a knife driven right through his hand.
And then he's like, "Stop bleeding over my table." And I said "table,"
Yeah.
real weird.
He's like, "Now go take out Black Lightning."
Yeah.
Oh no, take out the marchers.
Yeah, the community, but.
Yeah.
What he did, he didn't even help him. He's just like the guy just lifted his own hand off the table
And had
then
to
he
take out the knife.
Yeah, what the fudge?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That we got to see. I mean, that the thing is they pushed it towards the end, but we got to see him use some pretty cool abilities, like the force field.
Oh yeah, the force field, and then the new addition to his suit.
Concentrated blaster.
Yeah, that's dope.
I thought it was like a gun when I first saw it in the previews, but it's actually part of his suit. That's
Yeah.
dope. And then we got like the subtle betrayal of Gambi.
Yeah,
He was deleting footage
What up with that?
of Tobias
Whale.
at the march.
Yeah.
Why do? Because I mean,
Or maybe it's because he doesn't want. I don't know, dude. I feel like he deleted that because he didn't want Black Lightning to freak out or have
Yeah.
any like quick decision to just
Yeah.
take him out again, because he knew that the last time he almost died.
yeah,
So maybe it's like I'll
he
tell
wants
him
to keep him out of both their sites.
either that
until
or
they get
like
stuff figured out.
Yeah, exactly. Basically.
Anissa, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
She's really testing the limits, and she met Grace Choi,
Yes.
who is in the comics an Amazonian or a
Yeah.
type of hybrid Amazonian.
And she's also part of the Outsiders.
yes.
That's
And we'll
cool.
we'll talk about that.
I love that she had the comic too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Amazing.
And her and Anissa's dynamic is gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because freaking her face left her, Chantel or whatever her name was.
Yeah. Chanel.
Chanel. Okay.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Gucci.
I added a T.
Versace.
And then there was some bloodshed. The Reverend got shot, Khalil got shot, and
Yeah,
Khalil
that
may
bullet.
never walk again.
Clean.
I know whoever shot
Straight
that was
through him.
That was Tobias's right hand, right?
Huh?
That was his right
Yeah,
hand
the
woman.
lady. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Damn, that bullet went fast, and that thing's thick as freak.
Yeah, because it went
through
two people.
Yeah, well, it got stuck in Khalil.
Oh,
That's why
yeah.
he's paralyzed.
That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, I didn't mean to laugh at that. It's just the way I said paralyzed. But yeah, so that guy, the Reverend, he's gonna be okay.
Yeah, they
They
said
said
it passed through him.
it's
so
just him
it's
is,
clean hit, yeah.
Yeah,
Might not be able to walk.
that sucks.
That's
That's ironic because they wanted to do it,
yeah.
and he's most likely not.
Jefferson's like,
going to be able to.
slow down.
Yeah.
He's like, you.
How do you wash?
That was so weird, but it's funny. That scene was hilarious. Moving forward,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what to expect really. What else did we miss? Did we miss anything else in this episode?
Lightning and the thunder. You mentioned Lady Eve.
Yeah,
Tobias?
she's kind of like Mama Mabel.
Mama Marmalade
Marvel
from Luke Cage. Yeah.
She's got like that feel. She's
Yeah.
gonna be like that psycho lady.
Yeah, she's a little too happy.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like that psycho happy.
too bad this bag won't do me any good.
Yeah. What am I gonna do?
Um,
Swing it at him?
Yeah, so in the comics, she's part of the Cobra cult. I said
Okay.
that. I keep saying words weird. I open my mouth. Cobra cult, and it's just a whole gang that the Outsiders take out.
Nice.
So very cool. It's her character is a lot different than it's depicted on the comics, but it's modernized.
yeah,
So hopefully we get to see the rest of that cult.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
The rest of the likes go to like just the sense of community here. Like there's just a lot of people included in this entire story. Really, it's not just a group of people; it's a whole town, city, and that's kind of what drives the show to be exciting and different from the rest.
Yep.
I guess we could go into Easter eggs if you don't have anything else that you disliked. I like that Lynn turned around. She didn't just abandon them, and she kind of said sorry for what she did, and she's looking to move forward with their weird family dynamic now that he's back as Black Lightning. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's good that she's supportive.
Yeah,
but it's she's kind of
taking steps, like tiny steps.
Yeah.
Easter eggs?
Oh, dude, I didn't catch any.
Okay.
We're gonna have
you said The Outsiders. Just say that again.
Yes, I did find an Easter egg.
Okay.
It's The Outsiders. Yeah, it's cool because Grace Choi is part of it. So are Black Lightning and his daughters.
Mm-hmm. We talked about it last week on the Green Arrow.
Yeah, Green Arrow. Red Arrow is actually part of it.
Yeah, so they're doing like their own little like storyline on Arrow.
Yeah, so basically Batman created this along with.
It's on Young Justice too. That's the season 3. It's The Outsiders.
Yeah, nice.
It's a lot of crazy things going. It's like they're like silent promotion for all this stuff.
It seems like if they're not gonna tie it in, it's just like a cool like nod, like hey,
I acknowledge you.
Yeah, exactly. Outsiders are actually on this show. Like it's more on this show.
But they said it on that show.
Yeah,
no, dude, they said it on.
Yeah,
that
that's
show.
cool because it's just more controversy. Like make us talk about it and just the rest of the fans of these shows.
Yeah.
So, yeah, more promotion, yo. That's awesome. But what we really want to happen is for it to actually, cross over.
That would be so dope, but that would take the powers of... Warner Brothers just needs to hand it over to Berlanti because he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Imagine, because Curtis and
he's just limited.
Curtis mentioned it, and the fact that they had characters from each show go on to a separate show called Legends. Why not do, like, an Outsiders thing, like, on Black Lightning... where they have people like Curtis, Renee,
James Olsen.
Yeah, Olsen.
It doesn't even have to do with the race thing. It's just like their characters serve no purpose on the show, or they're not going to serve
but they're
purpose.
Literally outsiders of their own shows. Why not put them in a show where they could actually do some justice?
Except Curtis is like, his foot's at the door because we don't know if Felicity's going to die. So if she dies...
he's like half foot in, half foot out.
But Renee for sure.
Half foot in, 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Jared and I were just joking about this, but like that would be funny if Oliver lined the two of them up and then just kicked them into a breach that Cisco opened and they land on that Earth. That's a crazy premise, but still, it's comic book.
That'd be cool. That'd be funny. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the only Easter egg that I have.
All right, so I guess we're gonna go into the previews for next week, and the synopsis is called.
Oh, sorry, Lady Eve. Yeah.
That
and the whole Cobra cult. Yeah, but
who we'll probably see at some point.
Sorry.
Next episode is called Black Jesus. Black Lightning is recruited to rally against the 100 Gang. I thought that's kind of like what he did this week, but okay. Anissa investigates the new drug hitting the streets. Meanwhile, familiar faces begin to reappear. Okay.
Interesting.
What does that even mean? Okay, so the theory is, in the comics, Gambi, the reason why he works with Pierce is because he was a hitman for, I think, the 100 Gang, or he was a hitman for a gang, and he killed Jefferson's dad. That's why, but then he reformed.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? He turned to a good guy, and then he took Jefferson under his shoulder because he felt like he owed that to him.
Yeah.
And then Gambi dies.
Wait, is this like a...
Yeah, it's like actual story arc.
Yeah, but he killed him like unknowingly.
No, he was a hitman. Yeah, he had to kill him.
Mission report.
Yeah, like that. Exactly like that. Yeah, and I think maybe here they'll twist it. Maybe he. I don't want to say, because if they go straight for that, maybe it's. It won't be a surprise to us because we already know that that's what's going on with them. But it would be interesting to see if that's not all he's doing. Maybe he's doing it to protect, like you said, Jefferson.
Yeah.
And make sure he doesn't go and kill.
Or like go off the chains, go off the rails.
Yeah, because he said I'm sorry, so he's not feeling too good about hiding the fact that he's deleting that footage. But there's a reason, and it's gonna be a hurt. Yes. It's gonna get hurt real bad.
Somebody gotta get hurt real bad.
We're obviously gonna see Thunder develop her powers. Maybe Jeremy mentioned they're gonna do like an Outsiders thing at some point.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what sort of meta Grace is in this universe, because it would be cool to say that there's Amazons and
maybe she doesn't even have to be a meta. She's just born with natural strength.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if she's? Oh, well, I guess
she's not a meta though.
A goddess.
Yeah.
A goddess.
Huh?
A goddess.
A goddess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it'll help her, or not just her. Sorry, Thunder. It'll help Thunder. Like, you know, like train stuff like that.
That'd be so cool.
Learn to combat.
Because she was talking about like how she doesn't want to be a hero because you have to protect people and
protect
all that
and
stuff.
attack.
And Anissa, just judging from this episode, she's kind of sort of like a loose cannon.
Yeah.
That scream she let out when she learned how to control her powers is kind of. She sounded like
that's
an
the scream
animal.
That Rain should have used.
Yeah, not the Her Anissa's was like, if you ever seen The Office and Angela's tossing stuff on the ground and
during the Christmas special,
like
she
it's like
breaking the ornaments.
Yeah, she sounded like a freaking banshee. That's what Anissa sounded like here. But her powers are pretty cool, and hopefully we'll get to see Jennifer get her powers because she looks crazy as Lightning.
Oh, I haven't seen
in the comics.
Yet.
She's like
in the comics,
she's just straight like energy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and maybe she'll be able to heal Khalil, who apparently has powers in the comics too. But
maybe. What's his character? Because I
don't even know. I think he just keeps that name.
I couldn't find his character.
Yeah, I think that's I don't know, maybe this is so that he could go back and forth between the two shows.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Anything else? This one's hard because we don't really know too much about
yeah, that's true.
Other than general knowledge of the character.
That's true. Yeah, I don't have a theory, dude.
All right,
other than what you've mentioned.
Rate this episode.
Story and like, you know, it has a sense of realism, very community driven. But the drama, it's starting to get to me. Just a little bit. But I'll still, honestly, overall, I'll give this a 4 out of 5.
Oh, yeah. That's not bad.
Yeah, it hasn't dipped as low as. Oh no, Supergirl was also 4 out of 5. I almost gave it a 3. Okay, yeah, I'm still remembering from yesterday. 4 out of 5.
I give this bring on the lightning and bring on the thunder, and I said that way out of order, but you know what I'm saying. I give this
the rain.
No, let's not sing it all the way, so that way we don't get copyright.
Yeah.
I
give this the videos, man. Watch you for like years.
I give this 10 lightning bolts out of 10.
Nice.
I liked it. Anything superhero makes me so hyped. That doesn't matter for me.
We have to look past the drama, but sometimes it just gets to me.
Final thoughts?
It's very solid episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with that being said, we'll see you guys on Arrow. This week on Arrow, Oliver, Lance, and Dinah work with Argus to draw James out. They watch in horror as a group of Argus agents are killed. After tracking down Sobel, Oliver and Diggle are told by Renee and Curtis that he is on their side. Team Arrow and the Outsiders head to the Helix base where Sobel tells them of a bomb James keeps moving throughout the city. Felicity gives Sobel a device to plant into James' servers to steal his data. Sobel successfully retrieves the data and sends it to her, but is caught by James. James has an Anatolian dragon torture Sobel. After heated argument between Oliver and Dinah on whether to save Sobel or stop the bomb, the two teams decided to split up. Meanwhile, Thea helps Lance try to get close to Laurel. He nearly gets through to her, but she leaves after panicking. Dinah gets to Sobel, but they're ambushed by Laurel and James. James has a reluctant Laurel kill Sobel with a sonic cry straight to his head. Dinah is saved by Curtis and Renee, then mourn Sobel's death. Oliver and Diggle save a group of hostages from Anatolian Dragon, but fail in finding the bomb. Elena finds a doctored video of Oliver killing James' son, so they set out to discredit it. Oliver visits Dinah and gives his condolences. She vows to get revenge on James' group, starting with her plan to kill Laurel. Now back to the Justice Clubhouse Podcast. Alright, so the episode Arrow is called All for Nothing. One sentence.
Ambush and betrayals.
and
Ripperoni.
putty.
Sorry.
This is perfect. That was all. Basically, that
It
was
was a
all over the
cluster
place,
F.
just like
Yeah.
this episode was, and it not in a bad way. It's just a lot of stuff was
It
going
made
down.
you think.
Just turmoil every corner that
Made me feel
all
a lot
these
of things.
characters go through. It's just ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
one thing after the other that goes bad, and actually, no, there is one person that's clear to blame in every situation, but we'll get to that. So, favorite parts of this episode, go.
Ooh, I like that Vincent. I was about to say he gave up his soul. He he went through all the torture and all that stuff to help the team.
He like solidified his alliance to the good guys, and it could have just come at a better time. And I'm being sarcastic because he did that in like the last of the last times that he could ever have done that.
Yeah.
And I like how he just told Oliver, he's like, you might not trust me, and I don't care if you do, but I'm doing this because you know it needs to be done.
Yeah.
Basically putting him up as lamb for the slaughter for the team so that they wouldn't have to go in, because he's the only person, I guess, on the good guy side with an advantage to withstand all that.
Yes, true.
All the beatings that he was going to get eventually.
Physically,
Yeah, scenes between him and Dinah were really good. The flashback, I think it's kind of, it was nice to see, but at the same time, it was kind of funny because I remember vividly watching when Tina Boland was first introduced, and she looked so different, and he looked way different, and then we just see that scene, and it has a different meaning, I guess, this time around. Even Sonus, he looked like it was weird. It's like he lost weight and everything, and totally that dude before, he was clean shaven, and Sobel here has got a beard and everything. But it was pretty cool. I gave it more backstory, more of a meaning of his sacrifice this episode. So,
I honestly thought they were gonna switch it because she saw him die the first time.
Yeah,
I thought history wasn't going to repeat itself. For some reason, I thought like someone was gonna swoop in and save him. But history did repeat itself.
That was a sad moment. We actually felt bad for him.
Yeah, hopefully, Laurel didn't actually kill him. I know it's like it's a stretch.
I feel like he's like a
maybe
Deadpool type regenerative.
Yeah, and maybe she put enough frequency inside of him to not kill him, maybe just like
to make him look dead.
Yeah, because sort of like what they did with what's his name, Red Arrow. In jail.
Oh,
Colton Haynes. Fudge, I forgot his
Roy Harper.
Yeah, you know how he stabbed him in a certain part of his body.
Yeah,
made it look like he died, and they brought him back.
Maybe, because Lance, that's a good segue, because another part that we really enjoyed was when Lance and Thea were working to get close to Laurel.
That was awesome.
And you could see he almost got through to her, but then she's like, this isn't me. This isn't me. That's my Sonic Cry sound.
Nice.
And that was a really cool moment too. Like, so there is hope for her, even though she turned Vigilante's brain into putty at the end there. That was terrifying. Like you could see he was trying to heal, or his body was trying to heal, but it just like he was like, and he was also impaled too, so it was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Fight scenes are always fantastic on the show. Like Oliver was like throwing people around, even Sobel. And
dude, he's a massive dude.
Yeah, he makes Diggle look small.
Yeah, like when that scene of him and Oliver, like when they went face to face.
Yeah,
I was like, yo. Oliver's like 6 feet or 6'1", something around.
Yeah, he's a big dude too. Yeah.
Yeah, and for Sobel to look down at Oliver, I'm like, okay, this guy is scary.
And he can heal super quick. Like that's like I think that's one of the most OP powers is actual like super healing. That's an ability I would have.
Like 3 or 4 people
like in the air.
Yeah, and then into different crates. That's scary. It's like there are no weight to him.
I think, it's like interesting because I read up on Deadpool, but people that have that sort of ability like Wolverine and stuff like that, or even Captain America, the reason they're able to do that is because their muscles rip. So every time it repairs, it comes back stronger. That time. And it's just like you know what I'm saying? Like
it's like when you work out, but
yeah, exactly.
crazier degree.
Like Deadpool, his arm will actually break if he lifts something heavy, but once it repairs itself, it allows him to have like this inhuman strength for like a second. So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Very nice.
And I guess the dislikes for this episode is I hated Renee. Turns out he's a real douche.
Yeah.
He just had no reason to be like that. He was so like salty for no reason. Even Curtis and Diana were just trying to like work.
How long is this gonna take? Because I gotta leave. I'm getting some PTSD up in this place.
Who are you? What do you think? What's wrong with you?
He's like, Oliver's like, we need a full team, to help find the bomb. He's like,
he put his pride aside.
And he's like, you can find people on your own house, something like that.
He's so like arrogant. It's ridiculous. He got everything he wanted. Like his daughter with
I think
them.
that's what happened. It's like
it went to his head.
Yeah, exactly. He got full of himself.
Turns out he's a real douche.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not good times for Team Arrow right now, or the Team Outsiders, I guess we'll call the other side. And I did like that scene though, where Oliver actually tried to sort of. At first, it sounded like he was gonna comfort Dinah and like say like, I mean, he did give his condolences, but then he's just like, I'm not apologizing, but I just want to tell you like he signed up for this and this is what he wanted. So
he should have told her like,
I've had to make those tough calls too.
Yeah, other than that, like the fact that Vincent he had that choice, or he made the choice, he should have said like, it's not just his life that's on the line. There's this entire city.
Yeah.
Like, you can try to help one person, especially someone that you love, or you can help. How many people are in Star City? Like
so many, like tens of, or no, like something like that.
It's one life versus many.
Yeah, and it's like, if you want to blame somebody, look at yourself. You wasted time hugging him when you could have, and you could have run the other way.
Yeah, during that explosion. Yeah, the ambush.
And also, we saw you use your sonic cry before to dial back an explosion. So what's up with that?
Yeah, caught her off guard, I guess.
Come on.
But yeah, she shouldn't blame Oliver.
Yeah, because he makes tough
Death.
choices.
Like, okay, I can understand that she's trying to save her loved one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But don't blame Oliver for trying to save the city.
Yeah. Because his son's life has been in danger. He knows this. He's lost Laurel. He's lost his mom. He's lost his dad.
Yeah.
He's almost lost his, actually, he did lose his sister who was brought back to life, but he knows what that loss is.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I hate that these new guys don't get that.
I think they have to experience something, I don't want to say on themselves.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's the only way, because she lost Vincent and that didn't open her eyes. It just made her more filled with rage.
Yeah.
And I also get that, like, go have your vengeance and avenge your husband.
Yeah.
I guess. But don't blame Ollie and his team.
Yeah, because they're just trying to do what's best for everybody.
They're trying to save the entire city. Like, you
got one side, you got the Team Arrow trying to just do everything they can, and then you got the other side that wants to do everything they can, but their pride is in the way of everything.
Yeah.
Just put it aside for like a second. Like Curtis is
the only one that's like he's kind of in between. He's trying to understand everyone, and he's trying to find a way, like a workaround.
Yeah.
So that everyone is like content.
Yeah.
But
and then look what happened. Basically, I mean, it's sad to say, but Vincent did kind of die for nothing. But it was no fault but the Outsiders. Really.
I guess to the Outsiders, he died for, or more so on Dinah.
Yeah.
He died for nothing, but it did help them get evidence
to prove Oliver's innocence.
Yeah, so kind of worked for the other team.
Yeah.
But I think that's gonna go full circle sooner than later.
This is a pretty good episode, though. It just episodes like this, if they make you mad, that means it's doing something right because you're affected by the characters.
Yeah. Any sort of emotion that these shows bring you, it's a good episode. It's a good show.
Anything else that bothered you?
Dinah.
Oh, Elena was awesome.
Renee.
Her showing up for like a second.
Fudge, dude.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Sobel was like the MVP here. He really was. And Oliver is not too far behind. The outsiders just like they're making all the wrong moves. You know, they're not. And if they made the right moves, they're very smug about it.
Yeah.
Or what Michael Scott would say. And there's the smudgeness. Anything else?
Look at this stuff. Anatoly, he's
yeah, he's crazy. I like that they dropped Ricardo's.
He starts pulling out weapons, and then the scene after when he's talking to Oliver, he's like, "You have a choice," and then Oliver's like, "Screw that," and he's like, "Oh, it's coming for us."
Yo, Diggle's suit is sick.
Yeah,
like, you actually
dude.
see it in the
one of the beginning scenes when he was in the dark and he was trying to.
Oh, they're tracking Sobel.
Yeah. That was scary. I didn't know he was there, and it just popped up.
He looks like a turtle. No offense, dude, with
Wow.
the helmet and everything.
Oh,
and
yeah,
his
I
face too.
guess.
He's like always. He's got that confused face, like
Daddy, I'm sweaty.
sweaty.
That's just a personal like a meme from the show. It was his son.
Go back to our older. What do you call that?
I think that was on his birthday.
Yeah.
I forgot what season. Or it was last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, Daddy, I'm sweating. I don't know why that's still so funny. It's so random. It's so random.
Ricardo Diaz, they dropped his like really weird voice that he used to talk. He's talking like a grandpa. Now he's like got that cool But the thing is, they turned him into like a lackey instead of like his own villain. So I mean, maybe he might prove to be something more.
Maybe
than
he is the other traitor. Because you said that there's another traitor in the team.
Yeah.
It's either her or, Siren.
So James is making all the same mistakes Oliver is making. Or at least not Oliver himself, but like the team are making.
He's putting a little bit too much trust in people.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He's doing the opposite of Oliver.
Yeah.
So Oliver put his... No, he didn't put enough trust in his team.
Yeah.
And then this guy's putting a little too much trust.
Yeah. But now he's getting cautious.
Yes.
I guess we could, because I didn't find any Easter eggs. I didn't hear anything.
One thing that stood out to me was Sobel. He's like, what's up with this clubhouse meeting?
Oh, we're the clubhouse.
We're part of the clubhouse.
Yeah, we are the Justice Clubhouse. You guys watch us, I know it.
Please, can you? I love the hints.
I'm not even being smudge.
Can you just add us
on
Twitter or something, or follow us, or subscribe to us, something? Because
they mentioned Aruba, also, and then make the Legends thing.
It's like they're teasing us, dude.
Yeah.
Please, let us be ready.
Shout
for
out
the
anything.
show.
Let us make these speech roasts. Just give us a paragraph.
Yeah.
I'll show you how long it should be.
Yeah. We'll give you a script for the next season. I'm just kidding. Bless you. Yeah, that's awesome, though. I like that little clubhouse mention. Very nice.
Anything else?
You said Aruba. News 52. I saw that. That's pretty much it, dude.
Fill the quota.
Yeah.
So next week's episode is titled "The Devil's Greatest Trick," and synopsis is: King James discovers a secret about the Green Arrow that pushes him over the edge. Oh, what could that be? Knowing everyone and everything he loves is in danger, Oliver must decide if he can do it alone or if he needs to turn to his old teammates for help. William starts to demand more of Oliver's time. Damn it, William, you know what your dad's doing right now. You can't be all over the place. Theories. Vigilante may be alive. Maybe he didn't get turned into silly putty, just really badly hurt.
That scene with Quentin and her kind of didn't fully change her, but it's like getting to her.
Yeah.
So maybe she's like,
she doesn't want to be near her family.
I think I should kill you.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make it look like I killed you.
I think something is gonna. Quentin's gonna have to come between Dinah and Laurel next week because they're gonna have like a battle. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Black Canary versus
hopefully
Black Siren.
Nothing happens to him, but
yeah.
If that doesn't happen, which I don't want to happen.
Yeah,
I want someone else to pay the price.
Oh, that's cold. That is cold.
Because you didn't talking about like the not cringiness, but the the a-holishness.
Oh,
that
Renee.
Renee and
Dinah.
sort of Dinah.
Yeah.
So
maybe we think Dinah's gonna die because like maybe Lance jumps in the middle and then James has like Ricardo fire at them, but then Renee jumps in front and is just like, take care of my kid, and then Curtis is like, I will, and then Dinah's like, oh my god, what's going on? We have to team up with Oliver again.
Yeah.
And then that happens. They are doing their own little take of the
there's 2 canaries.
Cranaries, yeah.
Yes, there's 2 cranaries. There can only be 1 cranary. So
there's a siren and then there's a canary.
Yeah, but the thing is, can there be 2 good canaries? Because I'm like looking at the future.
Watch them
like,
put Laurel on
if
Legends.
If they reform Laurel,
yeah,
right,
where would she
some
go?
way, somehow, because I feel like that's the path that they're gonna take. Maybe she's like, I kind of want to have a dad, because in my Earth something else happened, right?
Yeah.
I think she lost her parents.
Yeah.
On that Earth, and maybe she's like, oh yeah, I want to know about this Laurel stuff like that. She's gonna change, and how? What if they can have 2 canaries? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like, I think the writers, they don't want that.
Yeah.
Because it's just a little too much.
Yeah.
So someone's either got to go by dying or
go.
Like you said, go on.
Maybe
on Legends.
Either Dinah leaves because Sobel's not there anymore and she feels like she can't do anything there, or
Sure.
Laurel and Lance finally get the write-off that they deserve, where he gets to be with his daughter. And they decide to go to Central City to try to make it work with their mom, Sarah and Laurel's mom.
Oh, because she's
she's in Central City. Maybe this is a great way to write them off. That way they could keep Dinah and they could kill Felicity at some point. And
they bring
Curtis back. Yeah,
he's their tech man. Oh, because they have Alina too.
Yeah,
maybe this is her chance to take over as well, or help. Like Curtis. Maybe there could be 2 brains.
Yeah. And I would be down to see like a team like of them.
Oh, maybe she pays the price. Felicity, pay the price. No one dies.
Nice.
Right? No one dies but her.
Oh, that would be sad. But
I'm sorry,
she's likable now.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Also, the actress, I have no ill will. Against Emily Bett. It's just
they just flipped the script on us. Last season we wanted her dead. Now we really don't want her dead.
Yeah, it's like she has a bar.
Yeah.
And her level of felicityness is like
just gone down.
Yeah,
she's
just
now
calming.
She's now Mrs. Queen. So, we'll see. We'll put all those up there for dying and whatnot. And we're obviously gonna get a big battle. Roy's gonna return in 2 episodes from now for a multi-episode arc, and
nice.
apparently it might be the way they write Thea off.
Maybe.
And then she could come back like every so often. I mean, she's gonna serve her purpose, I think, by helping Lance get through to Laurel and stuff like that. And then, stop by every so often. Her and Roy could go off to Hub City and be married and stuff like that. And then they could introduce a whole nother side of stories by next season or the end of this season.
That'd be cool.
Is there anything else? Well, we haven't seen Rory yet. Where is Ragman? They said he was gonna come back this season.
Guy, what is going on? And where's Renee? And what is going on?
I can see him doing that. He kind of looks like a
gym.
A gym, yeah. Anything else you could theorize?
No. Oh, where's Evelyn?
Yeah, where is
I said Avalon.
Avalon.
Where's Avalon?
Where's Avalon? Where's all these characters?
Yeah, what happened?
So many questions.
So many things.
So I guess with that being said,
yes.
What do you want to ask the Spirit of Bears what he thought about the episode?
Yeah, will he work?
Oh my god, it's so good. You see it? Fire! Okay, the next episode, man, like it can't get here soon enough. Whoa.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Of course you do.
This is a pretty good week.
Yeah, it was. It was very emotional.
Yeah.
They held back a bit on the action on all the shows actually.
Yeah.
Do you want to what do you call that? Pick a favorite?
Ooh, episode of the week?
Yeah. I'm just gonna list which one I like better.
Okay. I don't know if we did it last week, but last week was okay. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Why am I even focusing on last week? This is this week. I would have to say Flash,
Okay.
Arrow, Supergirl, and then Black Lightning.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're all good this week. Like Black Lightning's just not as strong as it was when it first came through.
Yeah, I think we're just
dialed it back
overexcited
a little
from the action in the first episode. So a lot of this week was story based.
Yeah.
Yeah. Story driven.
I'll say Supergirl, Flash, Arrow, Black Lightning in that order.
Very nice.
But they're all pretty great this week.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Hashtag.
You do it this week. I did it the last 2 weeks.
I can't think of it. You gotta just do it.
I'll do it.
Do that.
Hashtag Super Valor Jaiju. Oh, sorry. Hashtag Super Valor Mini Jaiju.
Yes.
Thunderer
Oh my lord.
Rip. Alright, so one more time. Hashtag Super Valor Mini Jaiju Thunderer Rip. That was a crazy one. Final thoughts. This was a really good week. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, like I said earlier, story driven.
Yeah.
Makes you think and makes you feel.
Like
instead of just the usual action.
See, that's a reminder right there. You see all that stuff in the background.
Oh, what?
We watch these shows. We don't plan to bash on them or anything like that because superhero stuff when we were growing up was just cartoons.
Yeah.
And like little tiny kids books.
Mm-hmm.
And now this and all that, it's come such a long way.
Yeah.
You know? So
keep an open mind.
Exactly.
Like if something's
hashtag
not,
that too. That's
something's not what we like.
Yeah. Or
it's
exactly
still,
how we see it.
Yeah, exactly how we want it to be. It's still superheroes. It's still
just enjoy
live action. You know, yeah.
Because this is like the golden year of superhero
I think
media.
it's a golden age, dude.
Oh, there you go. Golden age.
It's gonna be not just 1 year. It's gonna be multiple years. So I feel like this is going to last for a lifetime. Yeah, dude. We like everything for the most part that comes out.
Yeah.
We just, got to keep an open mind.
So with that being said, you guys go leave a comment down below just with what you thought about this week. Leave your theories down below as well, and leave a like if you enjoyed.
Be sure to check out our Instagram and social
media
pages.
Our Stardust.
I was about to say Social Blade for some reason. I'm like, don't check our stats, bro. Yeah. It's horrible. Yeah, our Stardust, it's at Justice Clubhouse, HAUS, and Instagram is the Justice Clubhouse. We'll leave links down in the description.
Also, go check out Bear's channel.
Yes.
There's a fun link down there. You guys go support him, please.
It's secret link if you guys want to watch it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Very much fun.
And with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.